Minister, Uttar Pradesh Government, Lieutenant General Jamiluddin Shah, Vice Chancellor, Aligarh Muslim University, and Chairman, Organizing Committee, Brigadier Syed Ahmed Ali, Pro Vice Chancellor, Aligarh Muslim University, Professor P.S. Ramakrishnan, President, Indian Social Science. We are very happy to be present amidst you this morning. This is for the second time that I have come to this National Social Science Congress. I delivered the valedictory address at the 19th Indian Social Science Congress in 1996 at Allahabad University. My learned friend, Professor Vasant Sarkar, was the president of the Indian Academy of Social Science at that point of time. Thereafter, I have kept a track with the Indian Academy of Social Sciences and its Indian Social Science Congress, which have contributed substantially in making our nations and in our nation-building efforts. I am happy to know that the building an ecologically sustainable society is the focal theme of this session. It is important that our country grows in harmony with nature. Our relations with nature should be guided by the principles of reciprocity, limitation, cooperation, and sustainability. By reciprocity, I mean what we take from nature, we must return in same proportion to it. By limitation, I mean planet Earth has very limited life-supporting resources or attributes. The father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, used to say very often, Mother Earth has enough to meet our need, but not to meet our greed. He called for the creation of a Hind Swaraj rooted in the principles of from greed to need. Human beings are products of evolution and historical process. So far, the desire to be the master of the nature has guided the human activities to a considerable extent. This desire needs to be replaced now, and it should be replaced by the philosophy of not the conquest of nature with the nature. We need to evolve new paradigms of ecologically sustainable development. Despite having water 3/4 on the surface of Earth, Earth has only 1% drinking water, large quantity of which is already polluted. On top of it, rivers are drying up and there is over-exploitation of groundwater. Where there is a water, there is life. And where there is no water, there is no life. So, we need to conserve as well as replenish our water resources. The fertility of our soil needs to be restored without further delay. We need to enhance agricultural and industrial. We need to change agricultural and industrial practices in order to reduce the toxicity in food, water, and environment. Conservation of biodiversity and natural resources merits a serious consideration. Food and energy security and sustainable use of scarce natural resources will constitute important constituents of our strategy to sustainable development. We have recently established a National Green Tribunal under the National Green Tribunal Act 2010. The tribunal provides for the effective and expeditious disposal of the cases relating to environmental protection and conservation of forests and other natural resources. This includes the enforcement of any legal rights relating to environment, including providing relief and compensation for damages. The National Ganga River Basin Authority is yet another example where we are trying institutional innovation to protect the sacred river. The objective of the authority is to ensure conservation of the river Ganga and to maintain environmental flow by adopting a comprehensive river basin approach. We hope that the engagement of all stakeholders with this new approach produce effective results. Climate change is a threat, but also a unique opportunity to work together. As a developing country, on the front lines of the climate vulnerability, India has a vital stake in the evolution of a successful, rule-based, equitable, and multilateral response to the climate change. A prominent start has been made at the domestic level with the launch of the National Action Plan on Climate Change. The action plan sets out a comprehensive response to the climate change in the overall context of development, identifying measures that promote our developmental objectives while also yielding co-benefit for addressing climate change effectively. The 8 missions under the action plan cover both adaptation and mitigation in addition to the scientific research. India intends to reduce the emissions intensity of our GDP by 20-25% by the year 2020, taking 2005 as the reference level. It is worthwhile to note that the policies to promote energy efficiency and structural changes in the Indian economy have resulted in a sharp and declining energy intensity of the Indian economy. I am happy to inaugurate the 37th Indian Social Science Congress on Building Ecologically Sustainable Society, and with your fruitful deliberations, organizations like yours and your members can play the most vital role in guiding India into the path of becoming an ecologically sustainable society. I take this opportunity of welcoming the delegates from abroad, and I wish them a very comfortable and productive stay during the days of conference. Once again, I take this opportunity of congratulating AMU for developing a social science congress, a cyber library. I am glad to inaugurate the same and hope social sciences from across the world will benefit from it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jai Hind.
And privileged to propose a vote of thanks at the inaugural session of the 37th Indian Social Science Congress. On behalf of Aligarh Muslim University and the Indian Academy of Social Sciences, I thank the Honorable President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee, for gracing the occasion with his kind presence and thereby making the conference a special one. Sir, your presence at this function is a huge inspiration for all the students and delegates attending the Indian Social Science Congress. Thank you very much for such an illuminating, stimulating, and thought-provoking address. Your love for the academic activities has provided the intellectual enrichment to all present here this morning. I would also like to express our deep thanks of gratitude for everything that you have done for this university as the finance minister a couple of years back. We fondly remember how considerate you were when you earmarked handsome grants for setting up and running Aligarh Muslim University off-campus centers. The university stands indebted to you. I would also like to express our profound thanks to the Governor of Uttar Pradesh, Shri B.L. Joshi, for sparing time and being with us this morning. Your august presence amidst us on the occasion has added immensely to the value of this academic exercise. Our thanks also to Shri Ahmad Hassan, Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Uttar Pradesh, for gracing the occasion. Our grateful thanks to the Vice Chancellor of our university, Lieutenant General Zameeruddin Shah, for his unstinted support right from the inception to the fructification.